Hey guys, this is Nicole. And while we are waiting for Norman to join, well, Norman is getting his screen together. So while we're waiting for Norman to get his screen together, Claude and I will talk with you guys about getting ready for Q3. So we hope that you guys actually had an opportunity to listen to last night's eCom Mondays podcast, where we talked about getting ready for Q3. And for those that are in the academy, you have access to the Walmart training. So you can go and create your Walmart account. You should be doing that right now. You should also be thinking about sourcing amazing deals out here. I mean, some really, really crazy, ridiculous, amazing deals out here. When it comes to sourcing for toys, which of course is one of the hottest sellers during Christmas, but also sourcing for some of the other things, household goods and whatnot. Because again, the stores are having to make room and they have some things that they were expecting to be gone off the shelves by now that are not. So they're marking them down. Make sure you don't overlook the opportunity to check out some of the secondhand stores or what you would consider like, liquidation stores or surplus stores. So, there is Ollie's, which is where Claude likes to go. Right. And then you have the opportunity to go to Dirt Cheap. You might want to look that up. So if you just do a Google search on stores like Ollie's or stores like Dirt Cheap, look up those two and then see what you can find in your local area. Can't find any of those, then check out some of the other stores that might be considered not necessarily secondhand, but they do have some liquidation merchandise, like Ross. A lot of people don't think about Ross. They do actually have some liquidation stuff in there. Marshalls, they do sometimes have liquidation stuff in there. Not always, but sometimes. You also have Home Goods and TJ Maxx and Burlington Coat Factory. So go check out those stores because, again, a lot of them are putting things on clearance, they're marking things down, and that's an opportunity for you to take advantage of that. So Claude, what else do you think that they should be looking at when it comes to sourcing right now?
Well, I can tell you one thing is the back to school has actually still been selling, and because they've pushed, and these are some of the things that you need to pay attention to. When you guys talk about the news. And when we start looking at schools pushing back time of, going to school, my son's got pushed all the way back to the 20th. So oddly enough, things now that weren't moving maybe a week or two ago are now starting to move. Which you wouldn't really think that at this time of year. A lot of schools are getting ready to start and everything. But that's selling. But I got to tell you, I've heard you say things like grocery stores, look in those. I mean, if you took even me in just a little 3 square mile, I mean, I can't tell you how many stores, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Walmart's, like you said, Ross. I mean, you Target. I mean, there's so many places that you can go. And I don't think people realize, even looking in the little strip stores, you see the secondhand stores in there and stuff, and those are the places that you really need. You could find some real gems.
Yes, so go check those out. I think Norman is ready to go. So we are live in the Facebook group, and so if you want to know a little bit more about preparing for Q3 or Q4, you can go back and listen to the first 10 minutes of this. But from this point forward, Norman and Claude have the floor. So welcome to part 2 of Amazon FBA training. Norman.
Here we go. We're having a good training. All right. We left off last week with Amazon FBA training 1. It was a 2-part series. Now we're going to dig into Amazon part 2. All right. Claude here, 30 years service as a firefighter. And then his red beard, or Norman, that used to work for GM. Okay. Oh, all right. Workshop expectations. Part 2. Set up your Amazon seller account. The URL is right here in the orange. we, yeah, we will learn to create. Oh, I messed that up. All right, you want to create an Amazon listing from scratch, and we'll go over the Amazon Sellers app. So hopefully we mentioned that last week, that you've already done so, created the account, set up your Amazon app. Today's activity, again, I'm creating a listing from scratch, Amazon shopping app. Understand how to view products online. What is Amazon FBA? Amazon is a fulfillment model for e-commerce retailers who want to widely reach distribution channels for their products. Excuse me, my back is giving me fits. And other FBA tricks and tips and techniques. All right, did you want to take this, Claude?
Yeah, we're just going to talk about the Amazon flow of everything and how it works. So, of course, you're going to go to the stores like Nicole and I talked about, gather your merchandise, send it into Amazon. So you send in the inventory. Now they're going to receive it and store it for you. And then the customers will see your products in your store and they will buy. Then Amazon will pick, pack, and ship. So it's the hands off. Once you pick that product, send it in, it's pretty much hands off. They take care of the shipping, they take care of the customer service, they take care of the returns, everything. Of course, now you're going to pay, the fees for that. But I know all of our trainers have been very successful with FBA, and I just love it because once I send it to them, there's nothing else that I got to. Well, there's a couple things I got to worry about, but when it comes to shipping and all that, what a great service. Go ahead, Norm.
One topic on sending in inventory, you will have the SKU on it, and then if it requires a poly bag, you will have to do that yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
then pack the package so it won't get swooshed around or smushed and it doesn't hurt your inventory. Just like what Amazon does when they pick it, pack and ship, we do that prior to it. Your mindset. This is your baby. You own the business. Maybe down the road you want to sell it. But these are the procedures that you will have to have in mind when you're doing it. Understanding this method of e-commerce, how to sell on Amazon. You can also use the same process for Walmart and other ones. Retail arbitrage, shopping for profit, shopping for wealth, where you're taking your Amazon app on your phone and you're going out to the store, scanning the barcode and seeing if it's profitable. And then your budget. Anytime you start out a business, you need to know what your budget is. But with e-commerce, you don't have to have hundreds thousands of dollars to purchase a franchise. This you can start out with minimum money. Watch your schedule, make a workable schedule so you can stick with it and grow as it comes down and be consistent.
Yep. And go back to that one slide there, Norman. When Norman talks about ownership, I can tell you in the group, our leaders, I've never seen just such driven people for success and success of others and helping others. It starts with Nicole, but I mean, I've I've met Norman personally. We just had lunch the other day, and it's just amazing to me the mindset that they have and the ownership that they take. And guys, that's what you can take from us as leaders in this company. Is that's what we're driven for, is other people's success. Very unselfish. I would put it that way. But Norman is right on that last one too. If you're not consistent in your business, you will not see success. There is no way that you're going to see success. So consistency, it is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And that is for sure. And I just keep learning, keep taking ownership. Go ahead, Norm.
All right. Can you make money selling on Amazon? It started out in 2012. It made $1 billion. I think it was 2018. It went to 10 billion. Well, next year it's going to go to $1.2 trillion. And you want to get in now and be a part of the expansion and get your share of the money that can be made there.
Absolutely. I think that right now, with everything that's going on, and everybody's moving to a lot of more online buying. I mean, I know since COVID, my business has just absolutely exploded online, and now is the time to get in and start your business, because this growth is not going to stop anytime soon. But
by now, you should have set up your Amazon account, created an account. Business account is what we recommend. The link to get into your Seller Central account, if you didn't already set it up, you want an individual, or you want the company name on your email, on your bank account, everything separated so it doesn't intertwine with your personal money. That can cause you quite a few problems. And then your government ID, driver's license, and others. Get your tax information, your phone number. The bank account should be set up for Amazon with the company name. But if you can't, then you can intermingle. It just gives it a little more problem. All right, we're here in the back office of Amazon, Seller Central, adding a product. Just like I said last week, we were going to teach you how to add a product. You go into your back office, click on inventory, and come down where it says add a product. You click on it, and it'll take you over to this page. I'm going to create a listing that is not on Amazon. So it requires some additional work, but in the long run, I usually have the buy box 100% of the time, unless somebody else finds me and figures out what I'm doing, which is possible because we're always searching on Amazon to see what is selling fast and hot. All right, we chose a backpack. I just went to another backpack because I wanted to see where they were getting it listed at. But if you didn't want to do that, which is cool, just type in what it is, and Amazon will bring up categories you can list in. But you you would want it to fit all the criteria. I'm sorry. It says cloth and shoes, jewelry, luggage, travel gears, and then it gets into backpacking, kids' backpacks. So that's the one I listed it in. You just click on select category and you're off to the races. Okay, we got to name the product, and we want to make sure we name it correctly and we use keywords that will other people be typing in. They give you an example of Adidas, but once you click on it, that leaves. So we want to name it. I started out with, well, I changed it, children's school backpacks and supplies. And you gotta have an external product. I think I got it. Yep. It clicks down. You gotta have a UPC code. We get them from eBay is where I source them from. Name the product, children's clear backpack, 16 inches, and water bottle. You want to use as much of the name as you can. Google wants 80 characters, so minimum use 80 characters so you will come up in top mark on Google. And then your parts number. This, with me owning the UPC code, I can put whatever I want. So I usually put back, it's a 16 inch, so I put 16 and probably the last three numbers of the UPC code. Or if I have it something else I want to call it, you can. Well, that one got out of work, but it's explaining, giving you actual facts that you got to put UPC code in. Title, brand. I make up the brand as, what was it? Oh, Red Beard. And then something else after it, so they can always look for red beards. You got the color map. They want the color of it. A lot of times I'm using the multiple colors because I don't just have a red one or straight blue. Department name is where you're gonna make sure the category is right. The origin, which is USA for me. Item type name. Carry-on luggage, it's children's backpacks. The department, county, and then the item. Model name, I don't put it, or do I? Yeah, I just put backpack. All right, now we're into the off. You have the option of skipping this and coming back later, but we're not going to skip it. All right, for the backpack price, $45. Put your SKU in, make it up. I usually use the company or the product I'm listing. So it's a child, CHIL, and then 16 inch and a water bottle, WA. And you want to make sure it's new. And then you have the option here. Ship it, merchant fulfill, but we're not talking merchant right now. We're talking FBA, which is Amazon fulfilled. Then we come down to the shipping. I always pick the 3 to 5, and it kind of skipped up on me, but that's life. Because I found out 3 days is the best one, just keeps me within the rank. If I went to 4 to 14, I didn't get the buy box as much. These are things that you need to consider and make sure you fill them out. All right, these I think is goofy, but they ask them because I think they've had lawsuits. Are batteries required? False. They only give you a true or false on it. Dangerous? No. Material fabric? Not appable. But the one thing I wanted you to notice, you can always add more description to it by just clicking on add on both of them. Now we come to Amazon images. In order to list on Amazon, you gotta have the minimum pixels on your picture. So if I take a screenshot or if I take a regular picture, I'm saving it as PNG. Reason being, I can make it up to 27,000 or 2,700 or whatever. It allows me without getting grainy. Because if you use JPEG, when you try to enlarge the pixels, you get a blurry mess. All right, this is where you're gonna size the photo. It was 1,000, no, it was 169. I just added a 5 and then you go ahead and click on OK. But you have two different things here. You have a percentage. We don't want to worry about it, but you want to click on pixels.
Hey, Norman.
Go ahead.
Hey, why do we use 1,000 by 1,000?
So when people come to your listing and they want to enlarge it, it has to be 1,000 by 1,000. So Amazon tools will allow you to zoom in on it.
Okay.
When you take your mouse or your finger over it, it enlarges. If you don't have it, it's not going to enlarge and it gives you less rank.
Okay. I was making that point.
Use 3 to 4 words in naming your images. Back to school supplies. And it would have been better if I had renamed it because it was children's clear backpack and supplies. So I would have used children as the first keyword, put a dash between it, put in backpack, and then put another dash, school dash supplies. The reason we want you to put a dash between it is because if you don't, it comes up as 20% to back, 20% to 20%. It doesn't bring you up in the rank chart as much. Amazon does put a number in it, but we don't worry about it. We know this will work and gives you more eyeballs. And here's what I showed you how we did it. Camping dash tent dash sleeping dash bag. Otherwise, again, the 20% would show up in between them. Be sure to name the image before uploading to Amazon. You just want to make perfectly clear that this is what you need to do to list on it from scratch. And again, you click on it for your upload. We showed you how to name them. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, description. This is where you put your description of what it is. Some people skip over it, but this is very important. Reason being, you can put in additional keywords that will help you rank on Amazon, and it will also help you rank on Google. So you don't want to overlook that. All right, we're back to the description. Fill it out, use your keywords. Then you got your bullet points. There's 2 of them here. If you need more, click on add more. I clicked on it once, I clicked on it again. I usually try to fill them up with different keywords at that time, and also bullet points that will show up when the individual finds my listing.
Now those are the bullet points that'll show up like next to the picture there of your product. And
Yes,
then it'll have yeah, okay, that's where that is.
yes, sir.
So, okay. And what would you say keyword wise, like trying to find keywords?
Okay, we use merchants words, keyword spy. We have a list of what keyword tools we recommend inside the academy, but them are a couple right off my head. There are other paid ones, but right now when you're learning, free is better, and keyword spy works great.
Yeah, because keywords are very important to try to get the ranking, like you said. I mean, that is really what will drive the traffic. And the better you get at your keywords, the better, better your listing is gonna perform.
And I try to put myself in the person who is searching, what are they looking for? I name the title with all keywords, even long tail keywords. Now, here in the bullets, you don't want to keep repeating the same ones. They frown on it. So, like, I use children's back to school, clear backpack. I would probably put in here school, what was it? School bag, carry on, and there's others that you add with it, because school bag comes up a lot of times because the kids are taking their laptops there. And I would also put laptop. You don't need to repeat the bag every time. It will automatically come up laptop bag, children's backpack. Amazon has a lot of nice logistic tools that try to rank everything. So we give them as much information as possible. What did I do? Go backwards?
I don't know what you did. There you go.
Okay. Oh, technology is fighting me today. And one very important thing, it used to be we didn't have to put the dimensions, just the weight. Nowadays, you have to put the full dimensions of the product, put in the weight before shipping, and then you need to put the weight in when you ship it. I figure, depending on how size it is, it's about 5 to 10 ounces more once I put it in a box and pack it. And I think we got time. Okay, this is an action step, which I would have hoped. I hope you had followed the instructions last week and got your seller account. Google Play Store or Apple is where you would find it. Now we're going to shift target speeds, and we're going to show you about the Amazon seller app.
And what slide here, we're just going to go over a few slides, and then I did a live video of me using the app. So I want to show you a bunch of different features, but you can see here, you
Type in where
United States. Huh? Oh, Google. What are you talking about? The Google Play Store?
Yes.
Yeah, the Google Play Store, or if you have Android, but just download the app, and then when you come into the app itself, you're going to select your marketplace when you sign in. because you're going to have an email password to get in after you sign up. And then you can see on the right there, you can see we add a product, manage orders and everything. And just go ahead and go to the next slide, Norma. Okay. So these are just some, like I said, some slides that kind of show you all the different things that you're going to have. It's a lot. It is a lot of information to show you exactly how your business is doing. You can see the buyer seller messages up there. You can product search, your account, inventory, orders, just all sorts of different things that you're going to be able to access. So go ahead and go to the next one, Norm.
All of these are connected directly into your Amazon online account. So if you get a message, you know it's coming from your seller account online.
Right. All right. So Norman's showing you here kind of how to list a product that he found. Looks like Disney Parks Mickey Mouse. It's a puzzle. And you're going to go down, you're going to hit the list button there. And then on the second one there, you're going to have, and as on the video that I do, I'm going to really show this in a little more in detail, but you got your product details drop down. The condition is new. Looks like on the bottom down there, the lowest price, $36.95. But Norman has decided to sell this for $75. His seller SKU of what he wants to name it, so he knows what it is. Now, I know in the video I'm going to tell you, I kind of put the price of what I paid, so that I know when I go, maybe if I have to drop the price or I couldn't remember what I paid for it, then the information is there for me. So he also has put Amazon will ship it. And then you're going to go down, you're going to hit continue. And we're back. Well, now we're at the, anyways, when you hit continue, when Norman plays this video, I actually show you how to go from the point in the beginning here where he's pointing down the list, and then I go through the whole process. So Norman, if you want to go to the video there, and go ahead and play it. It's about 12 minutes.
Okay. Now the reason I put it at $74.98 is because I got other ones in there, and this one is considered a collectible. So generally it brings more money. If it doesn't sell within 30 days, I can always lower the price. But you'll be surprised if it's labeled collectible, how fast people will buy them.
Yeah, and you can see. Oh, go ahead.
No, go on.
No, I was saying the rank up there is 14,000 in toys. I mean, that's really good. And your seller rating up there, 23 reviews, is at least 4, a little over 4. And I know, especially we've been, Nicole definitely has told us, stick with the 4 stars and above. You're going to get a lot less returns that way. And I mentioned that in the video.
And we're going to watch the video.
All right, hey guys, we're going to go ahead and go over this seller app, Amazon seller app, and we're going to add a product, do a live demonstration. So if you want to grab something just to scan, something out of your cabinet, maybe a can of soup, whatever you want to scan. Now you might not be able to, you might be restricted in it, but at least you can kind of see what the fees are going to be, and I can just show you a couple of features with that. So with that being said, real quick, we're going to look at some of the features on here, and you can see right here for sales today so far. You can see units so far. You can see the current balance. You can see when next time you're going to get paid, which is August 6th. Then customer feedback. Now you can also see the product sales here. We can hit that drop down and you can take a look at 7 days, 30 days, year to date, you know, however you want to see it. And they can tell you what you sold. Here, so a couple different ways we can add a product. One way is to just tap this and you can see like the top sellers, movers and shakers, hot new releases, you know, you can look at like top sellers and you can just pick your category. You have favorites, so whatever you've put in your favorites, you can look at your favorites and you can look at your scanning history. But the ways that you can do things to add a product is we can hit search in Amazon. We can type in what we think, you know, the product might be called and see if we can find it that way. We can also hit the camera icon. We can add a product like that also by scanning the barcode. You have manage your orders. Of course, there's nothing found. There's a filter down there where you can filter it for different, you know, you can have Amazon is the fulfilled by Amazon. Shipping service is all, status, I just put all. You got manage returns, if there's any returns. And that's something you don't have to worry about too much unless you're doing merchant fulfilled, but we're concentrating on FBA and Amazon doing everything. You can manage your case logs if you have any cases or, you know, things that you have sent to them and they're responding back to you. You can see I also said contact seller support. Communications. This is going to be anything, emails that you might get or messages from buyers, maybe asking about the product. News, that's good too. It tells you about what's going on with Amazon, you know, especially with COVID and everything. Campaign manager, for, you know, if you want to put a sale on your store. Account health, that's pretty important. You're going to see everything, complaints, you're going to see violations, anything like that. See the percentage, make sure you're under the percentages that they want. Let's see, voice of the customer. If there's anybody that has sent you anything. Talking about, you know, experience that they had. You have manage inventory and manage FBA shipments. So that's where you can go in, you can take a look at your shipment, kind of see where it is. You know, there's a few different stages that they have with your FBA shipments. Of course, I don't have any, even history to look at. So, but what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and, let me show you this real quick. Down at the bottom here, it says Product Photo Studio. If you're making your own listing, you can hit that, and they actually help you. You can take a picture of something and crop it, you know, all sorts of stuff. Also, help. This is another one. If I had, let's say, a question on product search, what we're going to do is we're going to hit that product search, and it says, how can I view the history of the items I scan? Okay, well, it's going to tell you how to do that. Second one, can I access product search favorites and history functions on the desktop? It's going to answer it for you. So you can go through here, and if you have a question about orders or a question about returns, you know, there is just quite a bit of information in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a product. We're going to do it probably the easiest way to do it. So if you have your product, let's say like a can of soup, I have a toy that I'm going to go ahead and scan. But all you're going to do is you're going to hit the camera icon on top, on the upper right. You're going to scan. that. Okay, so now we're going to hit it. Okay, so there's our product, 78,000 in toys, which isn't bad, just outside the 1%. There's 43 reviews on this, and the important thing is it has 4 stars and above. That's what you strive for. 4 stars and above. If you keep striving for those type of products, you will have less returns, less headaches, and more money in your pocket.
Amen.
So I need to make sure that this is the exact same product that I just scanned, because I've made the mistake of sending in something that had 5 packets in a container, and it was actually 6 packets. Exact same packaging, everything. The box was just slightly bigger, and it said 6 packets, and I wasn't paying attention. So how do I fix that? I'm going to go tap that, tap the product, and you're going to come down to the bottom. You see the ASIN number. We're going to put our thumb over it, hold it down. We're going to copy it. We're going to get out of this app, and you should have your Amazon regular app open. So we're going to paste, and there it is right there. Okay, so there's 2 photos. We're going to look at the next one, and then we're going to look at our product, and we're going to go just, take a couple minutes. Make sure, is this, okay, it's poppy, hair, everything. Okay, so we're good to go on that. So I would say we're good to put this and list it. You can put it in your favorites if you want for later, but we're going to go ahead and hit the list down on the right bottom. You can look at the product details. You can see 56 people are selling this, which is a lot. 452 plus the $1.31, so it's like 580 something. We're going to select a condition. Always put new.
If it's new.
Because if you try to sell, like, let's say a book, and it's used, then you're going to have to put in a condition note to tell the buyer exactly what's wrong with it. So that's why I just do new. Your shipping template, whatever one you created, the quantity. I don't want to match that low price. It's way too low. So we're going to put $8.99 on the product. Seller SKU, you can put, you got it from X, Y, and Z store for $1.25. And I'm going to put, parentheses, because you have to make your seller SKU, if you already have XYZ $1.25 on another product, it's not going to take, you can't do 2 products at the same time. All I care about is the $1.25. So I know what I paid for it. So if I had to drop my price a little bit, I still want to make sure I'm making profit. I need to know how much I paid for it. So we're going to hit Amazon. We'll ship the product. We'll hit continue. Looks like everything we want. $8.99. Okay. And return home. Now, we're going to go to inventory. We can hit the product. Now, you can go to inventory, see if any are available. Inbound, when you send the shipment in, it'll tell you how many you got coming in. FC transfer is when they need to take that toy and move it from Jacksonville, where you sent it, to North Carolina, because they think it's going to sell better there. It's going to have different things like unfulfillable ones, like let's say they got damaged at the warehouse, or a customer sent it back and it got damaged. It's going to show you customer orders. FC processing, which is basically a customer order, it's just processing. You can look at the inventory age of the product and just a bunch of other kind of different things that you can see when you created a listing. You can delete it on the bottom. We don't want to delete it. You can close the listing if you want, but you can hit sales. It's going to tell you what your last 30 days, or if you want to know year to date. You can know that. There's a category. Sales rank is 70,000. I think when I looked at it earlier, it was 78. So it'll fluctuate. Your catalog, you can view it on Amazon, the product itself. Okay, there's inventory and pricing. Okay, so we're selling it for $8.99, and I should have showed this before, but basically your price is $8.99, and then the fee estimate is $5.65. Shipping to Amazon, I usually put like an extra like 30 cents on there. Usually it comes out of, I usually get about 20 cents for each item for shipping into Amazon. And then I add like an extra 10 cents for, maybe customer returns or, any other fees I might have to pay. So I just add a little buffer in there. So we noticed that your profit is $3.04 on something that you bought for $1.25. That's pretty good. So that's how you add a product. Hopefully you scanned your product when I was scanning. And that's pretty much it, guys. I didn't want to go too in depth in it, but that's how you add a product. So thank you.
That's how we make the dream work. All right. Now, we have these weekly Q&As. They're all Central Time, so Tuesday at 9:30 p.m., Saturday at 2 p.m., sorry. They're all Central Time, so just keep that in mind. We're here to help you. We have the Facebook group you can join. We want to make sure we can help people that are committed to their business. I had people in the past that kept contacting me and wanting to know how to do this, that, and something else. Well, I'll help you, but I'm not going to run your business for you. You have to take ownership. Because if I'm running your business, it's going to cost you. But here we go with the Academy. It is $18 a month. You get your training, you get support, the community, and again, you will receive the Academy training courses that we're doing right now included in your monthly fees. So this is an awesome opportunity. And if you bought this as a standalone product, join the Academy. We'd love to have you, and we'll help you become successful.
Yeah, we thank you guys joining us, and like Norman said, $18, that's a steal. I mean, for the information and the impact that we're going to have on your business. I can tell you, I was actually a customer for quite a while, and then I became one of the trainers. And I cannot kind of put into words how much I just appreciate all the help that I have been given for my business, and my business has just taken off. And my knowledge is with all these leaders has just been it's amazing what they know and what they share. And I'm just happy to be here, Norman, with you and doing this, and we appreciate everybody being here.
Right. We're so happy you all are here, and you are one of the leaders. That's awesome. Something went bye-bye. Okay. Sorry about this, but is that anything else?
No, I think that's it. I think we covered everything pretty well. We just hope that everybody scanned their item, practice that, and just kind of go back through my video. And I know I went a little fast on some things, but you got to play with the seller app.
Yep.
That's for sure, to get used to it.
And it's hard to put all the information we know within a 1-hour show. I promised that we would go through one for scratch, and we also promised to teach you how to use the Amazon app. We could have went in a whole lot more detail. It just wets your whistle and you come back wanting more. Thank you for attending, and I hope you got value out of it. And we'll see you on the Facebook pages.
See ya.
Bye-bye.